My people, don't be alarmed. It is Tuesday. The boss said we can go today. We went today. So that's on Erika Gray. But it's our show, so whatever the boss say, we do. What up, E?
Not too much. How you guys doing? How you doing? How you doing?
Hey man, NFL week 5. We are a quarter into the season, and as usual, we think we know. We have no idea.
We have no idea. We know nothing. We
I, I,
know nothing.
I do know this. I think I'm as much as I was in on my Detroit Lions, I think I'm out on my Detroit Lions now. I think
Marlon gonna text me because like, Detroit is really gonna win this game. Think about it. He started chirping. And I did what I do not do. I do not go back to change picks. I do not go back to change picks. I said, but you know what? Maybe he has a good point. Man, I said, don't you never, ever, never, never. Marlon, don't you never, ever, never give me your opinion again. I don't care.
I
said, Erika, why did you change that pick? You know they're at home. Number one, they're at home. Swiftly is not back.
Yeah, I
totally. Why would Detroit win this game?
Whenever people tell me what they picking, I definitely be like, that's you. That's your fault.
Like that from now on. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
I don't play that game with nobody.
Leave me alone.
I don't care if Roger Goodell email me and say, hey, such winning this week. All right, whatever.
Hey, whatever. That's good for them. I'm gonna stick with it. And that's what I'm gonna do from now on. Because I make my picks. Like I will make my picks tomorrow. Yeah. And I don't touch them. I don't touch them. Unless some catastrophic injury comes through, I might look at it and then, reevaluate that way. But I usually don't touch them. And so I'm kind of annoyed with myself that I even touched them. So, lesson learned. Shut up, Marlon.
I think it's one. I think I went out because I had read something late or some. I can't remember. But yeah, I had kind of like, ooh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Woo! Usually coming twos, but I'm glad that's out the way. We got to go to Thursday night. Oh my God. Oh. We all need therapy for Thursday night.
So listen, I do that. I do this early in the morning. I do this Dallas turn, and I'd be at work. So this didn't get my full attention. I went to sleep. I was like, this is a horrible, horrible game. A horrible game.
Right.
So let's go to Denver. They welcome Matt Ryan now. Matt Ryan. That's the way y'all say it. To Denver, and Russ still ain't cooking.
And Corey Long already trying to say, old Hackett got about 2 more games left.
Yeah. Because once again, on paper, you know how we everybody gets, they got some dogs on that team. This person on the team, that person on that. Not working out.
Yeah, not working at all. Not working at all.
Look, Matt Ryan was 41 for 26 for 251, 2 picks.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson was 39 for 21, 274 with 2 picks.
Yeah. Russ has been bad. Russ is bad. In that last play where Hamler was beating up the ground with his helmet, he was totally wide open. I mean, he was open off the rip. Russ, I got a steal angle from the little Surface Pro pad. Russ just made up his mind. I'm throwing left. Didn't worry about nothing else. Then scan the field, and you get the Indianapolis Colts. They sneak out of there with a win.
Yeah, it was horrible, Corey. It was horrible. I said, look, I'm going to close my eyes because this game is not even entertaining. Yeah. Not even entertaining.
I watched all of it though. That's the torture that I gave myself. I punished myself.
You did.
I said, I'm gonna watch it all. Corey said Russell is cooking with a hot pot and a campfire. That's about the gist of it. And Corey, you're right. These new owners, they didn't hire Hackett. Yeah, they don't give a fliff about what he got going on. But see, this is that plucking guys off these trees, and you think these guys are ready from some of these trees. These guys are just in the building. They're
just
employed.
guys, right? They're just guys.
Like, come on, Hackett wasn't calling no plays in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Terrible game. Terrible game.
Absolutely terrible game. 12-9. 12-9 was the final. I got that one wrong. Another one got this wrong. We already talked about this. Marlon said, Erika, I think, and me listening to him for some dumb reason. Let's go to New England.
Yeah.
Where the Patriots welcome Macio's Detroit Lions.
Yeah. One of my many favorite teams. Yes. I'm off that wagon though. I think I'm officially off the Dan Campbell wagon.
What did it, Jared Goff?
Nah, just you know how you got some people that, they always talk about close but no cigar.
Right.
This team is gonna always just be close. They're gonna fight you. They didn't fight much against Mr. Zappy. They didn't fight much.
They fought zero.
Yeah, but if you look and like you say, Swiftly was out. Jared Goff is what he is. He is what he is. I mean, he is.
And so that's why I was mad at myself, because Zappy almost beat Green Bay last week. They almost beat Green Bay last week.
Yeah, styles make fights. And this wasn't a good matchup for them. And like you say, with Swift out, and you kind of feel bad for this Detroit Lion team, because it's like you kind of look at them, you like, okay, they got a lot of good stuff going outside of Jared Goff.
They got good pieces, but once again, the same reason why we'll talk about Matt Rule and everything, what happened in Carolina, same reason why, this not your quarterback. So if it's not your quarterback, if it's not the dude that you calling plays, that you want to call plays, whether it be all in, it's hard for these coaches because they have no real relationship with these guys. So
yeah. Tough, just tough.
But
my Lions. They're not my Lions no more. I'm off that wagon. Bert, one time for big homie Bert Evans, I tried to stay down with the Lions. Bert, I gotta let him go.
Right. Ramondre Stevenson, 25 carries for 161 yards.
Yeah.
So Zappy didn't have to do nothing.
No, he didn't.
He didn't have to do nothing.
He just had to sit back and watch Jared Goff run out there and execute that Detroit Lions offense. That was enough.
Which was nothing. 29-0 was the final of that game right there. Woo! Another stinker. Look, let's go down to Jacksonville. Duval. Dang, I got this one wrong. Just when you think Jacksonville got something going, they go back to being Jacksonville. What the heck happened? They have a good look. They have a good little defense. They have a good defense.
Yeah, they do, but they still. This one of those games where you got a young team that can't quite handle success.
Yeah.
Got to string it. You gotta find your spots, and you got to continue to build. And you just look at, like, to lose to the Texans, who basically, like, I mean,
we just buying time.
Neither one of these teams want to win this game either. This was almost like that Colts and Broncos game.
But let me ask you. So it is the wrong thing. I think the wrong thing to be doing is having Trevor Lawrence throwing the ball almost 50 times.
Yeah, definitely.
Almost 50 times.
Shanae, there you go. Shanae. Again, Shanae. This is Erika's show, so she's supposed to look that way.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Everybody.
She's making it up to me because that dumb booger, he went to Douglas with no dang on windows. Idiot.
We're not talking about that. Let's keep talking.
Anyway, so I think that's the problem. Trevor Lawrence throwing the ball too many times, got 2 picks. Look.
Yeah. Now his receivers didn't help him on Sunday at all.
Why are you only running the ball? Basically you got Travis Etienne, you only run him 10 times.
Well, Etienne was part of the problem on Sunday. He had a case of the dropsies or something. I don't know if he bought a new car or he got some new jewelry on the way or something.
Or whatever the case may be. But I mean, I believe in folks establishing the run.
Yeah.
But when you got a good running back and you don't establish a run, this is what you get. So that's enough time on that. 13-6 was that terrible.
Shout out to Lovie Smith getting his first W as a head coach for the Houston Texans. Shout out to Lovie.
Let's go on and go to Cleveland. Well, the Browns welcome the Chargers. I got this one right. I figure, usually I have this thing about West Coast coming East Coast, not a good matchup or whatever the case may be. And the Browns fought because we know they have a great running game. But,
I think everybody in Cleveland, I think they're finally at that point where they like, you know what? We can't wait till Deshaun get here. Like, what time Deshaun is it? Week 11 yet? I think they look at this team. They're gonna always be in games. Right. They don't have Jacoby can't put he can't make that play to put him over the top.
Yeah. I mean, running Nick Chubb to death at 17 carries, 134 yards, which was great. But that Austin
Eckler finally had a good game. Woo! He finally had a good game.
Finally.
Now, and it's crazy. Sierra, you talk about the Browns had to win. They lost it twice. Now, the Chargers tried to give the game away. Mr. Analytics over there on that sideline.
Be just tripping.
I mean, he dying to give a game away. I'm like, get that computer or whatever it is that you got.
His playoff game last year, he gave that away.
I'm like, dude, like, what are you guys doing over there? But right. I mean, that's how he coach. I guess they good with it. Whatever.
I was trying to see if I still had if I even started Austin Eckler because he's been getting on my freaking nerves.
He had a week, and he's gonna continue to have. I think what they understand, they finally realized this week with Keenan Allen out, you have to put the ball in Eckler's hand more because Mike Williams giveth and he taketh away.
Right.
That's what he do. Sometimes he decide, you know what, my wallet too heavy. I don't want to run routes today. So yeah, you gotta take
let me go. I'll be good to go. Yeah. So anyway, 30-28 was the final of that game. Like I said, Nick Chubb had a great game. Austin Eckler had a great game. But Mike Williams had a great game. But we just can't seem. They wait on Sean to get there. So
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
We forgot to go. We forgot to do the first game on Sunday morning.
Over the pond, across the pond.
The Green Bay Packers. I got this game wrong.
Everybody got this game wrong, unless you're from New York City.
I got this game wrong. No, it was some people on our pick'em that picked this game right. Because I was like, sure, who got this game?
He had an injured Danny Dimes. Saquon Barkley
with a bad ankle was just like Danny was like, what? Yeah. I'm still run this. I'm gonna run this thing because y'all can't stop me.
Yeah, Saquon back. I've been saying it about 2 weeks ago. He made a cut, and I said, you know what? Saquon is definitely back. He had he ready. I have no problem with that. Listen, Brian Daboll, I told you guys I like this hire when he got this job. Brian Daboll now, I don't know if Danny Dimes is his guy. He's probably not. But the way Daboll constructs offensive, every week it's a little wrinkle here. He's understanding matchups, and again, he's not great at wide receiver. They don't have a lot.
Well, I mean, neither does Green Bay. They have
that's what we've been calling him for since Alabama. We call him Brian Daboll. That's what we call him. Not Dable. We call him Dabo. That's what they
Dabo.
call him down in Alabama. He was
Okay.
the OC down there. So that's where we get it from. That's why we call him that.
But yeah, I was saying that Green Bay, it's not like Green Bay has a plethora of receivers. You know, they have Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb's the only guy he trusts.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably the part of the reason why, you know, Green Bay is where they are. Which I don't care because I don't like them. Anyway. The Giants shocked the world. The Giants shocked
Big
the
win.
world.
The 4-1 Giants.
The 4-1 Giants.
The 4-1 Giants. Listen, everybody was talking that noise about the NFC East. The NFC East is lining up to be a very good division outside of walking to and Wentz, but we'll get into them later.
Yes, it is. And just wait until Dakota come back and mess y'all all up. I mean,
Dakota is on vacation. Dakota is taking a vacation.
Former team all up.
Yeah.
Everything trying to get that game. He tried everything to get the play. What I gotta do? He about to mess up everything up in there. Let's go to Buffalo.
Oh my God.
Woo!
Oh my God.
What's going on with the Steelers, man? I know you were giddy with excitement with them having such a bad year. So
no, you know what? I'm gonna tell you why I'm not giddy. 2 reasons I'm not giddy. 1, I'm not a Cowboy fan this year, so my hate for the Steelers has diminished a little bit for this year.
Okay.
And number 2, Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season.
Ever.
I don't want to see Mike Tomlin collect his first losing season.
Me either.
But we look at basically how this team is constructed, and I say it's Kenny Pickett time. So it's gonna be a lot of ebbs and flows. Najee Harris is not healthy.
Right.
Of course, say TJ Watt out with steroid complications.
He always out.
This offensively, this is just a bad team. And like I say, without TJ Watt on defense, they can't pressure the quarterback. I mean, when you got Super Josh back here throwing 98-yard touchdown, they going play action from the end zone. He's standing in the end zone going play action. That tells you all you need to know about the thought process of the Buffalo Bills offense. They like, dude, we can do whatever we want out here.
Whatever we want to do, because you're not gonna be able to stop us.
You can't get out here. Yeah.
You know, so. And so the same, the same way Atlanta fans always talk about, I want to see Devin Ritter need to come in the game. Okay, the Steelers, the reason why they 1-4, they decided week 2. Let's just put Kenny Pickett out there. We're gonna throw him out there. Okay, the Steelers, the reason why they 1-4, they decided week 2. Let's just put Kenny Pickett out there.
What are you doing? Why do I hear you?
Because that's your phone.
Oh, you know what happened? My whatchamacallit just went dead.
Okay. So anyway, that's why, so that's just the madness that we see. And I'm so tired of people. I'm so tired. I was at work yesterday. So when we go see Des Beretta? When we losing? Why will we see him now?
When you're mathematically eliminated from playoff contention, that's when you'll see him. Yeah, that's when you'll see him.
Whatever. Anyway, all right, listen to these people. 38-3 was the finalists, and Buffalo rolls along. They've lost 1 game, and look, they are the contenders right now that they said they were gonna be. So we'll see what happens the rest of the season.
We'll see when the weather change.
Good Lord, right here. I got this game wrong too. Let's go on to the Meadowlands with the Jets this time.
Hey, listen. I'm riding the Jets. I've won money with the Jets 2 weeks in a row. I like the New York Jets. I like this football team. I really like this football team. And then you factor in wasn't no tour. Like who's better at quarterback?
And then Teddy Bridgewater.
Then Teddy Two Gloves get hurt. Then you throw in.
Hurt. They said his elbow. They were like, "No, you're not a concussion. You can't come back." No, for real. I hurt my elbow. No, that's a concussion.
Yeah.
And you can't play no more.
Basically, if you get knocked out of a game for the next about month and a half, you're not coming back in.
You're done. You're done, son.
Yeah, you done. I like this Jets team. My boy Sauce Gardner got his first
First
career
pick.
interception.
Yeah, first pick.
Zach Wilson, who hitting on all the mamas in New York. If you're a MILF, Zach
Man,
at
they got a meme talking about he hitting on Giselle. I said, Lord have mercy, they need to stop. Trump can't come back because it's Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson there. Y'all need to stop. Look.
People don't take nothing serious no more, man. I tell you.
Nothing.
The worst thing that ever happened to y'all being able to create memes. That's the worst thing happened. You guys got too much time on y'all hand, man.
Okay, so no, I don't agree with that.
I agree with that.
I like the memes that I create. Like,
yeah, we need you to stop that. We need you to stop that.
Instead of being a crying Jordan, it's a crying Maceo.
You need to stop that.
That's one of my best memes.
Yeah, you need to stop that. But here again, I'm telling you, I told y'all this summer, and I'm gonna tell y'all again. These Jets, y'all can make me pull out my Mark Sanchez. Let me pull out my Mark Sanchez jersey.
Your butt fumble.
I'm gonna pull out the Sanchez. Corey say
that's okay, Corey. That's okay. Now I'm gonna let Zach stay over there. I'm good. 40-17. They put 40 up on them.
A whole 40 piece.
Man, injuries are a dog for the Dolphins right now. Terrible.
Yeah. I got that game right. That's the game I got right.
I did not get that one right, but I got
I'm riding these Jets. I'm riding them.
I got this right. There's a lot of people, they wanted him to be their quarterback too. Let's go to Minnesota, where the Vikings welcome the Chicago Bears.
Your cousin.
You know, people are like, we could have had Justin Fields.
I'm not picking the Bears.
No more.
For nothing. I hadn't picked them all year and not gonna pick them. This is not a good football team.
Terrible.
This is not a good football team. Shout out to your cousin, old Kirk, and my man, Mr. Gritty.
I mean, he just out there just throwing balls and everything.
I've been working on my Gritty, y'all, and my crit walk. So
you work on the crit walk. I don't know about the Gritty, but that you really need to work on that crit walk. Showing out.
Yeah. Come on in, Kirk Cousins. But look,
you can't hate on Bears too much. They did do some things offensively to get 22 points on the board. But as far as
garbage points. This is not a good football team.
Yeah, as far as stopping Minnesota, they did nothing to stop them. Your cousin was he's still throwing the ball too much. 41 for 32 for 41, 296, one pick, one touchdown. So
that's a Kirk Cousins kind of day.
Yeah, that is.
As long as they play during the day when the sun up, Kirk Cousins is all right.
He good to go.
Yeah, Corey, I tell people all the time, and I pick them when they ask who's gonna score the least points. I pick Chicago Bears every week.
Really?
It works offensive football.
Because I was picking the Jets every week.
Nah, Jets can score.
They just started scoring Sunday.
Nah, they've been scoring for about 3 weeks. You gotta remember now, Joe Flacco put up 500.
Right.
Once upon a time. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, I'm never picking the Chicago Bears this year. I don't care if they schedule Mays High. I'm gonna take Mays High over the Chicago Bears.
You should, and you should know from experience since we, blanked y'all.
Well, I mean, y'all ain't won a football game in so long. Y'all just worried about the dub win, but y'all struggling all year. But we got more wins than y'all.
We beat y'all. So what? We beat y'all.
Y'all gonna be at home, and we're gonna be in the playoffs.
Y'all beat everybody else, but y'all ain't beat us.
Y'all, that's the Mays High mentality right there, everybody. We're having a better season, but they beat Doug. That's all they worry about, y'all.
Y'all need to scope, but did you scope?
I mean, y'all gave up 80 to Langston Hughes.
We talk about Mays and Douglas. Did you scope?
Let's move on. Like I said.
Right. Yeah. Okay, we're back. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, get a Corey. Tell her the math ain't mathing, Corey. Tell her.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. Let's go. We're going to Washington, Maryland. Actually, Maryland. where the Commanders welcome the Tennessee Titans.
But they really play in Virginia. They play in Virginia.
That's true. That's right. They moved.
Yeah, they play. One of the most petty things I ever did in life. We were taking a trip up 95, and I was like, we got to stop through Ashburn. So I go by FedEx Field, pulled up to FedEx Field. I spit on FedEx Field, and I kept it moving.
That is sad.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Yeah. Anyways,
Billy. Hold on. Let me beat up Billy. Billy, like, go come in here and just always just agree with Erika. Just because Erika say the sky falling, you gonna agree with her, Billy, and that's scary, Billy.
Right, Billy.
Me and you we'll discuss later.
You're right, Billy. Look, Pennsylvania threw the ball 38 times. He had 359 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick, and they still didn't win the game.
Yeah, because when it mattered most,
why they can't run the ball?
But when it mattered most,
he threw the pick.
And I'm gonna say this. I meant to put this out there Sunday, but I was getting so many calls about Matt Rule on his way out.
Right.
That guess who next? Ron Rivera.
Oh yeah.
Ron
definitely.
Rivera.
Yeah.
And I also got receipts on all of you guys who tried to tell me that Carson Wentz was better than Dak Prescott. I still got those receipts.
I don't know who said that because
there was a lot of people saying that. I got the receipts. I'm gonna be bringing them up as the Wentz wagon continues to need a lot of oil through this season. Terrible football team. And Riverboat Run, when coaches start getting defensive with the media post game, you know the time almost up.
Yeah. Because they'd already talked to him and everything. But look, Ryan Tannehill's like, look, okay, I don't want to lose my job to somebody that's
because that young stud, he look over there, that young stud with that big old smile on his face.
So I'm gonna just keep handing the ball off to Derrick Henry.
I'm gonna get the ball to Derrick Henry.
And we gonna keep this rolling.
We can't lose if I don't make mistakes.
I just get a ball to Derrick Henry, and that's what he has finally decided to do.
Shout out to Ryan Tannehill. Tannehill, you smart, my boy. You smart.
Yeah, keep it rolling. 21-17 was the final in that deal. I got this one wrong too. I don't know why I got this wrong. I wasn't paying attention that this was. No, you know what? I got fooled by flared nostrils. I thought he was about something, but he wasn't. Well, Golden Dolphins, where they welcome the Seattle Seahawks.
Taysom Hill showed if you had Taysom Hill in fantasy this week, you rocked out. My God.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah. So look, I don't understand this. So Maceo, when the play comes in and you see Taysom Hill coming in from the sideline, what should you do?
Hey man, I'm stacking the box because he running. Better believe it. He running.
That's the same thing week 1. I'm like, Coach, I've been born 15. Coach, Taysom Hill in the game. He gonna get the ball, Coach. Who don't know that?
Yeah, it's almost comedy at this point.
If you gonna let him beat you, that's on you because he in the game for that specific reason.
Yeah, and you saw Chris Olave. He got the Tua treatment too. He got he had bumped his head. No chance for him.
Like you done, my boy. My guy. Again. You go sit down.
For the next month and a half, if you go in that blue tent, don't even worry about it.
Right, because I already said like tattoo gloves. They were like, oh, he passed his concussion protocol, but they were like,
nah.
No, my guy.
All that. So
you're sitting there.
Yeah, if you get banged up, you're not coming back in the game. Your rule, if it's questionable, they're gonna downgrade you to out. You out.
Gino did throw. He did throw. 3 touchdowns. And they were in this game. They
threw the ball too much this game, in my opinion. Didn't get enough from their running game. Like you got to pound the Saints. And when Andy Dalton is the starting quarterback for the other team, come on, man, come on.
Well, you know what they were going to do, too. They were going to run the ball. And they ran the ball well with Kamara and Taysom Hill. Because every time Taysom Hill came in the game, he was going to run the ball. Come on, people.
Power. Quarterback power. Corner.
Court, help me out here. Oh, shoot. Taysom Hill is in the game. Let's put it on him.
These guys get paid millions and millions of dollars, and they still don't know that.
I don't know. 39-32 was the score of this game. Weird game. But, yes, they won. Whatever. Let's go to Carolina, where the aforementioned Matt Rule is not ruling Carolina Panthers no more. Let's talk about this, Maceo.
Yeah. Word has started swirling. Have a good day, CL. Have a good day, my brother. He got to go to the But yeah, word had basically came down like Saturday night, Sunday morning. If they don't get the win at home, he can pretty much pack his bags because he's gonna be out. Baker Mayfield continues to do Baker Mayfield things. Just
trash.
The Carolina Panthers just aren't a good football team. They just aren't, and you add Baker Mayfield to this mix. I mean, when you're not getting balls batted down, he's missing receivers by a mile. It's terrible. You look at the hire now, and it's so crazy. Matt Rule interviewed with like 3 different teams.
Yeah, because of what he did on the collegiate level.
Let me tell you something.
We've determined.
Yeah.
A couple of things.
I'm not hiring no coach from college. Not doing it. A couple
of things. No, more than that, makes y'all. Dan Quinn shouldn't be nobody's head coach ever, never again. He's good where he is because
he's gonna get a head coach job again,
which is crazy.
Yeah, he's gonna get a head coach job again.
Which is crazy because once again, it's gonna take you a minute to figure out. Dang, this dude don't know how to be a head coach. He good with small groups.
Yeah.
Everybody
now
buy in.
He should stay where he is, but the man is gonna be so high for Dan Quinn in this offseason. It's gonna be crazy. And everybody in Atlanta gonna be like, man, that guy can't coach, but somebody, probably the Carolina Panthers, he may be the next coach of the Carolina Panthers. He might be in the division. Could be.
And the other thing that we learned is some people don't need to come leave college where they have a niche and they're good there. They don't need to come to the pros.
Well, they come chase the money. 2 things. Nick
Saban said, I'm good. I know I need to go sit down somewhere and be quiet. I'm gonna sit down somewhere and let my millions have the dopest lake house.
But the ego tells you that you gotta go up there because you gotta try. I got to see if what I do work. I gotta go see it. And then they get there. I mean, look, they gave Matt Rule $72 million.
Yeah, and he gonna walk away with 40 just being just like
unless he get a college job. Now, get a college job, some things way out. His buyout is a little less. So they're praying, and he gonna get a college job. Like, I mean, AD's knocking out the door right now. Like, he on everybody's short list. So
right,
he won't be unemployed long
because he's good. He's good there. He's good.
Oh yeah,
there. Yeah. He knows how to work with those younger men and know how to get stuff done on a collegiate level.
Yeah.
It takes a whole nother animal.
Yeah.
Be in on the NFL level. So
yeah. And that college stuff, it just don't pros don't want to hear that rah-rah stuff. They don't. Like, dude, I make more money than you, man. You can't pep me up. Nah. This not that at all. So, hey, you never want to see a guy get fired, but I mean, the writing was on the wall that.
Yeah, you don't want anybody to lose their job. Like, these Falcons fans talking about sign this petition so Jerome Bogle can lose his job. Y'all sound stupid. First of all, this is a mandate coming down from the NFL saying, don't let them slam quarterbacks. Don't let them slam quarterbacks. That's why we got another call last night for the same thing.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Look, Jimmy G is holding his own, 18 for 30, 253, 2 touchdowns. Jeffrey Wilson running the ball. Ayuk catching the ball, George Kittle healthy catching the ball, Debo did what he does. But the San Francisco defense is awesome. But they had a lot of hits. They lost a lot of people.
They did.
Saturday.
They did.
They're coming to Atlanta with a whole big old mash list.
Yeah, they have a Grady report, a Grady hospital report.
Yeah.
It's gonna be long.
Yeah. So, but they went to Carolina. They stayed on the East Coast.
Yeah.
37-15 was the final of that one. And let's go to the desert with the Cardinals welcome the Eagles. I got this one right. Y'all can give Kyle all that money if you want to, but I'm not convinced.
Did you see the temper tantrum he threw?
Yeah.
Come on, Kyler.
Maceo, they got him throwing the ball 42 times.
Well, I mean, his coach, him and his coach, they joined at the hip. They are joined at the hip.
You can't have him throwing the ball that many times.
You gave him $200 million.
I know, but you just can't have him. I don't care who it is. You can't have.
Pretty
quarterback.
Pretty boy's a genius, man. Pretty boy's a genius. And
I'm gonna say this one more time. That dude is not pretty. He is not cute. Whatever.
Erika, he was voted best looking man in NFL. Erika.
Okay, I don't know who voted for that. His mom and his sister probably, because we didn't have there wasn't no takeover here. He is not pretty. But they got Kyler throwing the ball 42 times. 42 times. That's just a recipe for disaster, and that's what it was.
Yeah.
Like, look, it was a crazy game. You didn't know to the end who was going to win.
They were in it. They actually could have won this game.
They could have. They definitely could have. But I like Jalen Hurts. I think he just look. I'm gonna do what I do. Yeah. I'm gonna do what I do. I'm gonna stay in my space. I'm gonna do what I do, and that's what he does. No turnovers.
Collect wins,
because that's what we said. That's what the name of the game.
Yeah, and one more time, we laughed at the hire of Nick Sirianni. Look like Nick Sirianni know what he's doing. It looked like it. 5-0. He's 5-0. So you are what your record says you are.
20-17 was the final. 20-17 was the final. Let's go to your new team, Maceo. They welcome your old team. Maceo, what's all that? You want to leave them already? Maceo be looking at Cowboy games like this.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not leaving them. But it's what I keep telling y'all about Matthew Stafford. This is what you get with Matthew Stafford. But to his defense, they can't block him. I mean, they can't protect him right now. And listen, the Dallas Cowboys have the best defense in the NFL. They have the best defense in the NFL.
And because the Rams cannot run the ball, they absolutely cannot run the ball.
They can't run the ball to save their life. They can't run the ball to save their life.
So it's all up to Stafford to stand back there, and they teeing off of him because he's standing back there because it takes these plays. They call these plays. It takes so long.
Yeah. No, the biggest problem the Rams are having offensively too, they're missing Van Jefferson.
Yeah.
Van Jefferson is that receiver that is going. You ain't gonna really pay him much attention until he messed around. He got 115 yards like real quick. Like, oh, what's going on? And then that opens up everything else. Right now, you like, Cooper Kupp gonna get his. Okay.
He gonna get his because he my fantasy receiver, and I don't care how bad the games are.
He gonna get his. Control Allen Robinson. They still hadn't. Allen Robinson hadn't got comfortable in his offense yet. And like I say, Matthew Stafford running for it, like he getting hit. I mean, he had his third step and he getting hit.
Yeah.
So
it's
tough.
It seems like that boy Genius is running the offense should say, look, let me do something to get the ball out of my quarterback's hands faster.
But you just said it. He a genius. He think everything.
Let me do something different.
He think everything he dial up works because he's a genius. Y'all told the third best looking man in NFL that he's a genius.
Yeah, he looked better. He looked better than that other boy in Arizona. Anyway,
he wasn't voted that way. He didn't win the votes.
Meanwhile, Cooper Rush, like, oh, you don't want me to throw the ball 16 times? Bet I'm only gonna throw it 16 times. I'm gonna let Zeke and Tony Elliott run the ball, throw a few passes to CD Lamb, and we just gonna let our defense handle this whole thing.
Yeah, CD Lamb, like I said, I'm glad I'm not a Cowboy fan this year because that was because of CD Lamb. He drops the ball entirely too much.
He does.
Dude.
He does.
You drop everything.
Everything.
It's crazy. I'm glad I wasn't able to find his jersey last year on my voice to Dallas because I'd be mad. I would be mad right now.
Yeah.
I had a CD Lamb jersey. I would be mad.
But you know your old team's 4-1. You sure? You know?
Listen. My blood pressure and everything is good this year.
See, because your blood pressure is good and everything this year because you're not fully invested in Matt and the Rams. You just not.
I have full investment in the Rams.
That's why if somebody look in your window, you be looking at them Cowboy games like this.
That ain't how I walk the game. You ain't right. But yeah, my old team beat my new team. I mean, what can you do?
They beat the brakes off them, man.
What can you do?
Anyway,
what can you do?
Let's go on to Maryland. We're going to Maryland for real this time.
Okay, yeah, we're going to B-more.
Maryland for real this time. Well, the Baltimore Ravens welcome Joe Burrow them and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah. Feel bad for Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
I really feel bad for Jamar Chase. This offense is just like, and it's funny.
It's schizophrenic.
His O-line can't block out. What y'all do remember? His O-line was worse last year.
Right, and
Jamar Chase had an All-Pro season.
Look, but that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to get Jamar Chase. They didn't want to invest in a lineman to help keep Joe Burrow upright.
Well, obviously that's how they spent money on an offseason. They got no new offensive lineman.
But sometimes but we already know that don't work.
We know because I tried to tell anybody. Listen, everybody was like, "Man, we got La'el Collins." I'm like, "Okay, wait on that."
Yeah, he was sorry in Dallas.
I say, wait on it. Matter of fact, by week 4, holler at me week 4 and tell me what you think about La'el Collins.
Right. I saw your post like I told y'all about La'el Collins. Yeah, Matador.
Olay. Hey, just don't hurt Joe. You can hit him. Don't hurt him.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you go on pass.
Terrible foot. I mean, just somebody asked me, are they having a Super Bowl hangover? I said, it's not that they're having a Super Bowl hangover. Their coach is not that good.
Well, I mean, you look, just say the same thing about doggone.
Their coach is not that good. Yeah, not that good. Sometimes when Zach Taylor be standing there, he had that. Yeah, he had that card over his mouth and giving the play. Be like, dog, you ain't talking about nothing. Whatever you calling ain't gonna work. You might as well put that card down, let the world see what you talking about, because it ain't working with you.
What you say? It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter.
You be able to toss. We're going left, right, motion, to that. Like, bruh, it ain't gonna work.
Not working. But I mean, look, it's not like Baltimore's offense is all that great either.
They kicked a lot of field goals. I mean, thank God they got the best field goal kicker in the NFL.
So didn't he kick 100-yard field goal?
Man, let me tell you something. That dude that put him anywhere on the field. He kicked from set it up over there on the bench.
Right.
Near the water cooler. He's still gonna hit it like this dude is legit. This dude's legit.
Yeah.
Baltimore should be happy they got him. And what I did like about this game, that Harbaugh guy, he kind of stayed out the way this week. He was like, you know what? We're gonna take every time we get to take points, we're gonna take points. I'm not gonna do nothing crazy.
Right.
This week. Because you can't give away wins in the NFL. The wins you give away in the NFL come back to hunt you at some point.
Exactly.
So yeah, great job of him just staying out the way. Let Lamar, let Justin Tucker kick it.
Yeah.
Get within field goal range. Field goal range for them at cross fit they have field goal range.
Right, exactly. With his leg, huge leg. 1917 was the final of that crap shoot. Because they still can't. Baltimore still cannot run the ball. They still cannot run the ball.
Well, you know what? They don't commit to the run.
Yeah. Well,
right when they get the run going, all of a sudden,
get that.
He get this genius idea. Now it's time to run Lamar.
Yeah.
No, keep running J.K. Dobbins. He was running fine.
Dude, I had to put him on my bench. He wasn't giving me enough fantasy points.
Yeah, because the dummy offensive coordinator all of a sudden say, hey, oh, man, somebody got more carries than Lamar. It's Lamar time, man.
Let's put him back in there. Yeah.
You don't have to run Lamar every week. Matter of fact, me personally, I would let Lamar's runs come organically, like just to a play. I wouldn't call plays for Lamar to run.
Right.
I think it stifles their offense. I do.
I agree. I agree. We've been saying that forever. I agree. But let's go on and go down to Kansas City. Kansas City welcome the Raiders.
Man, Devontae Adams gonna have to pay the cameraman. Come on, Devontae.
That man was like, "Oh, I'm about to file some charges."
Come on, Devontae.
You're gonna have to come up off a check.
Thank God you signed that new deal, Devontae. And thank God you don't spend a lot of money, Devontae. But you're gonna have to pay that man. You got to get that man, about $400,000-500,000.
Yeah, you gotta pay him, bro.
That man came up. My next NFL assignment, I'm gonna go stand. Whoever lose, I'm just go stand in their tunnel. Hold my phone. Somebody push me. I'm coming up. I seen the hustle, bro. I seen the hustle.
It's gonna be like easy up. My neck on my back.
I'm talking about they got to call the ambulance to come get me. They got to call the ambulance.
911.
Yeah, I'm talking about I'm gonna be doing one of them commercials, everything. Yeah, buddy finna get paid.
911. Oh my God. He just hit a 3-run home. They just walked this off.
Who?
The Astros. Alvarez just hit a 3-run home run.
Man, they would be no drums. There would be no drums.
Boy, they probably would. Anyway, dang, Seattle. Really, Seattle been winning. They were up 7-3 and lost this game 7-8.
Playoff baseball, baby. Playoff baseball.
Boy, oh boy, why couldn't we do that? Anyway.
We almost did.
Almost don't count, though.
I know.
Look, so your homie last night, Patrick Mahomes, he threw the ball way too much, too. 43 times.
Yeah.
29 for 43 for 292. 4 touchdowns.
That pedestrian for Pat Mahomes, he like throwing for 400.
Yep.
He like throwing for 400. That's what he like to do.
Yep. Can't nobody catch the ball. Hey, what's wrong with your nephew? Is it going to be all right?
Yeah, man, nephew.
He hurt his heel hurt, his ankle. He came back in.
Yeah, nephew not locked in. Nephew, well, tomorrow when we'll talk tomorrow, but yeah, nephew not locked in right now, and I know he's feeling a kind of way because he felt like when Tariq left, all that stuff was gonna go to him, and but with McCole, you gotta take advantage of the opportunities that do come to you, boy.
Right.
Come on, McCole.
You got to. But this was a crazy game. Chiefs pulled it out 30-29. Poor Derek Carr.
Terrible decision to go for 2. Terrible decision.
But these coaches, man.
Terrible. You struggling for wins.
Wow. Right.
Kick the field goal and go to overtime.
And
take your chances in overtime. And then, you know what? Okay. That's the play you're going to go with to go for 2?
Mm-mm. Josh Jacobs had a great game, though.
They won't continue to run him.
Devontae Adams had a great game. Till he pushed that cameraman and got paid.
Yeah. The Raiders are what, 1-4?
Yeah.
1-4.
1-4. They got their first win last week.
All the grocery shopping they did this offseason, they 1-4.
But wow. when you make dumb decisions and you don't put people in a position to be successful, that's just what's gonna happen. That's what you're gonna have, and that's what they got. So, whatever.
That's another one of my adopted teams, y'all.
Kansas City still rolling. That's my fantasy quarterback. and my fantasy tight end. Appreciate you with 3-0 this week. My fantasy football team.
real quick, did you beat Terrence that week y'all played?
When did we play? Last week? I think we played last week.
I think y'all played about 2 weeks ago.
It might have been 2 weeks ago. I have to look and see.
Okay.
I have to look and see. I've lost in that league. I have lost. I'll look and see. But I'm in the top. I'm in the top, and all my.
Remember, y'all made such a big deal that y'all was playing each other that week.
I think he might have beat me that week. Let me see. I'm ranked. I'm ranked second. I'm ranked second. So I don't know. Let me see. Who ahead of me? No, Chris Dowers is ahead of me. Terrence. Did I lose to him? No, I think I did. Let me see. Did he beat me? He might have beat me that week. Because I think that was week 4. No, that was Tampa T. I beat Terrence. That Terrence.
Okay.
I got two Terrences. So. No, and I beat Ian. Oh yeah, he beat me week 2. He was my one loss.
Okay.
Week 2.
I remember y'all was going back and forth about it.
Yeah, I had some injuries. But he's so far behind me right now, it don't even matter. Anyway, I'm in second place. Let's go. We're gonna run, and go on to dang on Tampa. So at the end of the game, it was quite frustrating.
Yeah.
Because you had such a great game last week.
Building blocks.
So right. I'm glad you used that term. You were building on something because you discovered that even without Cordero running the ball, you're doing something running the ball. So we come out this week and we freaking throwing the ball all over the park. I don't understand that. 3 and out. Yeah, we had dumb flags. Yeah, we had people drop the ball, but they wouldn't have dropped the ball if he hadn't been throwing the ball. And that's just what drives me absolutely insane. So Algiers had 13 carries. Caleb Huntley had 8 carries. Avery Williams had 3 carries. There was our running game. Besides the 7, they had Marcus carrying the ball. Marcus was the leading rusher in the game.
Right.
But once again, you can't get anything going in the first half of the game because you're shooting yourself in the foot. Every single solitary drive, you shoot yourself in the foot. That's offensively. Defensively, what is it going to take, Maceo? What is it going to take for Dean Pease and his Falcons defensive staff to realize we do not play zone well? We just don't.
We've been talking about it the entire show. These coaches is like, hey, last week we pretty much went man across the board with the Browns. This week we're gonna play zone.
Let's play zone
against Tom Brady. Make it make sense.
The only time he got away from that and put pressure on Tom Brady is when time we got sacked and got pressure.
It was 2 different groups I had to talk to this week about this game. It was 2 different things I had to do. And the thing I kept saying, the determining factor in this game is going to be, and we'll find out early, if the Falcons decide to blitz Tom Brady. If they don't blitz Tom Brady, it's going to be a long afternoon. And you saw, like I said, in the first half, he had like 250
yards in the first half.
Yeah. And that is a result. And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, guys like that, you got to get them moving. They don't want to move.
I'm gonna need you to buy AJ a jugs machine. I'm gonna need you to buy him one. Okay, I'm gonna need you to buy AJ a jugs machine because I don't understand how the ball be keep hitting you in the
Then they
hands. It
keep
hits
beating
you
them
in the
up.
hands.
I mean, hitting them in the wrong place, the hands. Hitting them in the wrong place, the hands. And in games like this is why I always tell everybody about good teams and great teams.
Right.
Good teams, you're going to be in the area, da. Great teams make those plays.
Right.
And that's why they're great. And that's why they get so many opportunities, because you have to create turnover. You gotta, when an opportunity like that, you gotta take advantage of it, because you don't know what else that leads to.
And so you see where the defense never got out of themselves as far as this game is concerned. They held this high power offense and Tom Brady to 21 points. They held them in 21 points. And so when you made the adjustments the second half and you actually start running the ball, oh my gosh, we started running the ball, and look what happened when we started running the ball. Get out of here. Get out of here. Once again, we start running the ball, we score points. And then he finally says, oh, I know how to stop Tom Brady. Like the epiphany came like fourth quarter, last drive. We blitz him because he can't move.
It's always funny to watch other teams play Brady. And I tell people this all the time. Go look at every time the Saints play Tampa.
What happens?
They blitz the fool out Brady.
Light him up.
They blitz him every drive. He gonna get 2 to 3 blitzes.
Right.
And they gonna be coming from everywhere. And when you let veterans just sit in the pocket, pat the ball, look at second, third, fourth option. Come on, man. Like, guys in zone can't cover people that long.
They can't cover them that long.
It's oh my God, yeah. And that's my frustration with this team.
Right.
Because
this close.
It's a good football team.
Yeah.
It's a very good football team.
Yeah.
But they gotta stop starting slow. They gotta, offensively and defense, they gotta come in with a game plan that's going to, hey, look, we going after people. We're attacking this. Like, I know we can run the football, so we're gonna run the football and we're gonna play action off of it. Not, oh yeah, okay, no Kyle Pitts. I'm gonna throw a deep ball. Hey, they'll never see it coming.
I'm gonna throw 2 deep balls
to Felipe Frank.
To Felipe Frank. They'll never see that coming.
They'll never see that coming. They will never see that.
He's sitting up there with the playbook. No Felipe Franks. That's what I'm gonna do. They'll never see that coming.
They'll never see it coming.
What?
Yeah.
I just, and that was a waste. That was the first play that he decided to do. First down, first play. So guess what? You behind the chains already.
Yeah.
It's first down. You need positive yards.
Yeah.
So you're not second and long.
Yeah. Okay. And again, the crazy part about it, you'll see like next week. If Kyle Pitts in the game, yeah, you won't do that. Now you did it one time because you were just being petty because you got tired of everybody asking you why Kyle Pitts not involved.
Yeah, he didn't do that last week at all. He didn't get involved again last week. He didn't put in the rounds and tight screens and any of the things to get Kyle involved. Why the hell you drafting then? I'm trying to figure out why the hell you drafted.
And so this is always my concern. And remember, I said this draft night. When you take a guy like that high, when it was really like you've been screaming, get the best defensive pass rusher on the board. But when you go tight end, okay, I understand here. I understand all these things.
Not wide receiver, not running back, tight end.
You're not treating him like the unicorn that y'all sold everybody on, man. He just unicorn. Well, when is he gonna be a matchup nightmare for somebody? Because I ain't seen it.
Nobody has.
I ain't seen it. This guy has what? 1 career touchdown? 2?
One. Two. I think he has 2. He got 1 in London last year. He got 1 this year.
Okay, so this guy has 2 career touchdowns, a unicorn that you took at 4.
Unicorn's fake.
It gotta make sense. It has to make sense. So when you get Erika and you get everybody like, why don't we go get a guy who defensively affects the game? That's what everybody else do.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna take a tight end.
Yeah.
Okay, well. Baffling.
It is absolutely baffling. And I mean, and not even talking about, the whole officiating thing. I mean, that's just it. We can't leave stuff up to officials. We just can't leave stuff up to the officials. I mean, that was absolutely devastating. Though. I always, we've always heard that. Oh, in times like that, officials won't make those calls that they know is germane to the outcome of the game. They just won't.
Yeah.
That was a lie. Because they tried to stand there and tell him, Jerome, you didn't see that. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. They stood there and talked about it for a good 20, 30 seconds. Because they kept saying, no, it wasn't roughing. Are you sure it was roughing? Yeah, it was rough. I saw it. He slammed to the ground. He slammed to the ground.
But what makes it even crazier, and we've seen so many times where refs don't want to be the greatest compliment that anybody could ever give a ref is they didn't even know you were there.
They didn't even know you were there.
I don't even know you were there.
Right.
That means that you refed one heck of a game.
Right.
But when you become a story for 2-3 days, come on, man.
The only reason why he's still not a story is because Carl Shuffers last night.
Case will say
I know, I see it. That's right, Case Will. And he is not a unicorn. He is not a unicorn.
Oh my God. They had to sell us that Case Will.
Case Will, he one of them carousel ponies, the ones that don't even go up and down. Just the stationary one. I want to be on this one. I want to be on the one that go up and down. I don't like stationary. Shoot.
Here again, another game that if you had a better game plan, this was a winnable game.
Just like all 5 of them we played this year.
And so my Tampa,
including the Rams.
When I put it out the other day, all my Tampa people jumped on me when I was like, the NFC South is wide open. What you mean? I said, dude, outside of the Carolina Panthers, who are done,
I mean, really.
No, the Saints can beat the Falcons. The Falcons can beat the Saints. The Bucs can beat the Saints and the Falcons. The Falcons can. This division is going to come down to the wire because you got health. All of these things are going to play a part of this thing down the stretch.
Right.
So be careful when y'all think, oh, Tampa going to run over this. They're not even healthy.
Not even.
And they can't protect Tom. And listen, say what you want. I don't care how locked in individuals are. At some point of the season, what he got going on off the field, it's gonna play a part.
And that dude got dark circles on his eyes. He looked terrible. I blame Zach Wilson. I think Zach Wilson. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Look, I think that yes, it was so hurtful to me to fight back, to get in the game, have the opportunity. You got one bad call. That was not holding on AJ Terrell. I'm like, dude, what are you seeing? Come on, ref. How can you make that call? Oh, I'm gonna one up you because I'm gonna make a call that's even worse than that one. You even got Troy Aikman was like, wait, what? These are terrible calls. So I mean,
tough game. Like I say, and as a Falcon fan, I mean, for people who are watching, I mean, you really had to feel outside of that call. You had to feel like this is a game we could have won.
Like
this was a very winnable game. And see, people have to stop getting so caught up and say, I hate what people do. Like,
5-0.
Oh
We
man,
5-0.
it's Brady on the books. Well, this ain't that Tom Brady, y'all. I'm sorry. This ain't that Tom Brady. Like he not out there doing nothing where you just like, oh gosh, it's Tom. Like when it used to be a time like that.
Right.
This not that guy.
Right.
It's not that guy.
Right.
Sue me. I'm sorry, but it's the truth.
Driving me absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And you see the same thing last night. You look at that game, you get these calls, but look, especially after what happened to Tua, even though he got dumped on his head, and that wasn't a call. But anyway, I digress. There sure was. I'm like, so that wasn't a rough and pass on a call. That he got dumped on his head. But anyway.
And somebody asked me earlier today, and I'm about to go back and find an answer. And they were like, "Do I think it's a disparity between black quarterbacks and white quarterbacks?" Somewhat. And then I throw Josh Allen in there because they let people slam Josh Allen, and I think it's a size thing and more or less.
I've always, especially like when Cam Newton was playing, I always thought because he was just so much bigger, they just felt like oh, that's no big deal. He not, because they used to let Cam get his ass kicked. Okay,
boy, believe it, and they do the same thing with Josh Allen because sometimes I'm always like, and I know it's a fine line between was he running or not, but I'm like, hey, okay, just because he's 6'5", 245, like he's still a quarterback. Like he can't take no hit like that.
Right.
And when these guys ain't dropping their shoulder on nobody, nothing like that, like. And so of course the NFL now that the owners have put it out there that like they're gonna take a hard
look at it. I mean, because look, it's outrage and it erodes the game. It erodes the game.
In football, of course, the NFL is reactionary.
Right.
It's reactionary. What they're gonna do, they're gonna probably let a little some on slide, and they probably already put a mandate. Hey.
Right.
Hold that flag on that right there now. Unless it's just like suplex, the figure fold type DDT.
I mean, and we definitely know the difference.
And that's my point. We know roughing.
We know roughing. His whole. I'm telling you, he had money on that game. That's how them Douglas Astros do because they had no windows. They're frustrated with life. And he had money on that game because Grady let him fall on top of him. So we know that if a player falls on top of another player, they're not considered down. So he didn't even touch the ground until the end of
it. Yeah. Just tough. You get the 49ers on Sunday. We talked about how they coming in as the walking wounded.
They got some serious injuries on that team.
Again, I think the concern is how will Arthur Smith call plays? Yep. How will Dean Pease attack this? Attack the San Francisco ground attack, passing attack? Are you gonna sit there? Jimmy G, another quarterback, don't need to play zone on Jimmy G.
Don't play zone on him. Don't give him time. But Maceo, think about what quarterback in this league. That's why Jacoby Brissett came in here looking all world. That's why Flair Nostrogino looking all world because you're just sitting back, letting them do it. Hell, you can go out there and play quarterback for an opposing team if nobody's gonna blitz you. They're not gonna put any heat on you.
If ain't nobody going to rush me. Right. Yeah, you mean tell me I can sit back here and hold this football for 5 seconds? At worst, I'm hitting the check down. And y'all know me. I'm be trying to play to somebody run the shallow cross because that's
that's your jam. That's your jam.
I'm gonna throw me a shallow cross like that's your linebackers getting out of there. Hey man, just run right in front of them, man.
Right. Bam. and you good to go.
Run all day. As soon as your linebacker jump it, I'm throwing it right behind them.
Right. So if we think back to game 1 and how they were making Jameis's life miserable.
That's the game.
Miserable.
That's the game plan.
Miserable. And then he's like, okay, that's enough. They're dead now. We don't have to. Fourth quarter. Let's not even do that anymore. We might get somebody hurt. Stop blitzing. Stop putting pressure on him. Sit back.
Especially when you know the quarterback ain't mobile.
Especially.
Go get him.
Go get him.
Go get him. Hunt him down.
That's why James hurt now. It's pain everywhere. Pain. Everything pain.
Yeah, but say everything.
He said everything pain. Pain everywhere. Everything pain.
Oh God. I love me some Jameis, man. Jameis is great for this industry because he gonna always give you something. You can believe that.
Some South Alabama ignorance, man. Ah.
You still mad at Jameis from Hard Knock? I gotta go back and watch that.
I'm mad at him because he's talking about he know they get those people know exterminators and got them sleeping on the same mattress he slept on.
I gotta go back and watch. I gotta go back and watch that one more time.
Man, Jameis, get them people some mattress. He talking about same mattress. Oh, a roach. I said, did he just say that on national TV? Just do like everybody else. Pretend like you don't even see it. But they had about 12 porta potties out there and like 15 grills. But they don't have no new mattress. Anyway.
Everybody, week 5. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
I went back to 9 wins, y'all. I couldn't pull out the double digits because I need gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we tied with 9 wins. Yeah, but y'all, I can't believe y'all letting the little boy win again because he already calling me saying, you see where I am. I know where you are. I see them. It's annoying.
I know it.
It's annoying. So next time I see you, bring his Magic City sweatshirt.
I'm gonna bring about how the week, so it'll be sitting there waiting on me. Yeah, I'm bringing about how the weekend. I'm gonna bring about the house this weekend. That's on my to-do list.
Cool.
Because it's alumni weekend over at Frederick Douglass High School. So yeah, I got.
Well, I hope y'all ain't letting Jerome come.
Well, no, he'll be at work.
That freaking bum. He ain't
and if they're referee day, Saturday is travel day for them. They have
to
arrive in the city.
I hope I don't see him at the airport. I'll be like, Dad Jerome, get him.
You can't do our former Astro quarterback like that. You can't do it like that.
Man. Oh.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Everybody, we love you guys. Go Braves. Chop on. All that good stuff. Listen, we lost game 1 last year. Relax, everybody.
We did.
And Mets fans, Ruben, you checked in. Ruben, you can't hate outside the club, dog.
Yeah.
Can't hate outside the club.
Yeah.
So keep doing our little group chat. We got keep your comments to yourself. Only people should be talking in that group chat are teams who in the playoffs.
Right.
Not teams who are already on vacation.
Right. Peanut Gallery.
He just posting away. I'm like, dude, your team out. You gotta be quiet.
Really? They done cleaned out their lockers already, bruh.
They already can't go.
What
was that little purple hair shortstop?
Yeah. What's his name?
Lindor. He all in commercials now. Like I seen about 4 commercials with him today. I say,
wait, look, you better be careful with them commercials. Y'all see what happened to
Baker? Baker showed up the post game presser in the walker boot. Sheena sent me that. She sent me a video. She sent me a text. She like, look at your boy. I said, he's setting y'all up. He want y'all. He walked in slow so y'all could see the boot. So when y'all ask him questions, y'all gonna be like, well, Baker, how long you been hurt?
Baker, why you so bad?
Now Baker finna be out 4 to 6 weeks.
Yep. Oh well. PJ.
My dog, PJ. Yep. XFL finest. I'm gonna be throwing up the X for PJ. When y'all see that's not for Dez. It's for PJ because he came from the XFL.
Right. Meantime, you got a good game. You got a big game this week. Your old team.
Who, the Rams?
Now Messi gonna be like this. Cowboys play the Giants. Sunday night football.
Oh, they played the Eagles. Played the Eagles. Yeah.
Oh, the Eagles Sunday night football.
It's a battle for first place. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
I'll probably be. The Rams got a big game as well, so I'll probably be.
Please, you gonna have that. You gonna go back to the Blue Solo Cup by yourself.
I'll be at the dome. I'll be at the dome.
Nobody gonna know.
And then when I leave the dome, I'm gonna come and watch the Rams. But then when it's time, so I probably watch Walking Dead by the time Sunday Night Football comes.
Stop it. Anyway, he gonna be watching them Cowboys. He gonna be watching them Cowboys. Y'all don't even believe that. Don't even believe that.
We love y'all.
Y'all be good.
We'll holler.
Yes,
thanks, Erika.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.